Boys, I've actually done it. I found the secret sauce. I found the glitch in the matrix. Every single successful person that you look up to has mastered this. And they don't want you to know about it, but I'm not gatekeeping. I'm going to put you on. So recently I've had an epiphany. My entire life, I have felt enslaved by lust. Like it was this external thing that I didn't have any control over. Like this demon inside of me that I had to constantly keep caged up. Being a young man, I've had an incredibly high sex drive, and that's been something I've been ashamed of. But that's entirely normal. What I'm starting to realize now is this surplus of sexual energy is a blessing. For my entire life, I thought it was a curse, but I'm starting to realize that this is a blessing. I just don't know how to use it accordingly. I haven't learned how to master this gift yet. Sexual energy is the literal strongest energy known in this universe. You just have to learn how to use it accordingly. Just think how strong your sexual energy is as a man, especially a young man. It can literally consume you. You can make really bad decisions guided by lust. Instead of thinking logically, you're thinking with your dick, man. It's gonna put you in places you shouldn't be. You gotta keep in mind how motivated you are to accomplish that goal when you're consumed by lust. It outweighs every single other thing in your life. All of a sudden, nothing else matters. You could walk 10 miles in the snow for some coochie, it don't matter. You have to understand, when you can learn to transmute that energy into your work, into business, into fitness, into anything, spirituality, bro, that is a superpower. That will excel you beyond any imaginable measurement of success. That's a cheat code. You just have to learn how to transmute this energy into something productive. Because we can all agree, jerking off at 3 a.m. to porn is not going to get you any closer to your goal. You need to learn how to transcend that immediate gratification, that urge, and put that energy into something productive, into enhancing yourself as a man. This is what every single successful person has learned to accomplish. And you will too. So this concept is called sexual transmutation. If you've read Think and Grow Rich, you might be a little bit familiar with it. And I read that book when I was 14 years old, but it didn't really click. Sexual transmutation, what is that? It sounds pretty goofy. The concept is to redirect your sexual energy into something more productive than just meaningless sex, masturbation, pornography. It's to put that energy into something that is enhancing you as a man, getting you closer to your goal. When you can align your sexual energy with your purpose, bro, the world is yours. And this is not an easy task, as you already know. I'm sure many of you are familiar with No Nut November, No Fap, trying to harness that sexual energy through means of semen retention, which there's a lot to be said about that. A majority of men have zero control over their lust. It's using them rather than them using it. If you can learn to control that energy and put it back into yourself, bro, you will be leaps and bounds ahead. Every successful person, Bezos, Musk, Hormozy, they have learned to redirect their sexual energy into something more productive. This is so common with athletes. Many boxers go on semen retention before their fight. If you really think about it, sex in essence is the most creative thing in the world. You can literally make a fucking baby. So when you're harnessing that energy, putting it back into your work, into your progression as a man, bro, are you joking? Like, that is so powerful. And I feel like it's a virtually unknown concept. People aren't talking about sexual transmutation like that because so many people are ashamed of lust, and it's something not talked about in Western society. So what are some actionable steps to actually use this method to transcend your life? So actually redirecting this energy into self-progression is really hard. As you can expect, you're still going to have these desires, still going to have these urges, but learning how to transcend them. And the only way you're going to accomplish that is by self-awareness. Instead of immediately falling into these urges, you need to take a step back outside of your body and listen to your higher self. Go to breath and just observe that energy. Where is it located? What does it feel like? This goes for all aspects of your life. If you feel an itch on your arm, don't immediately just go and itch it. No, take a second. Feel that itch. Feel where it's spawning from, how it is interacting with your body before you make a decision. This will correlate to every aspect of your life. Instead of being compulsive, take a second. Be calculated, like a chess master. Be 2 steps ahead, you know? Really understand these bodily sensations, and you'll begin to transcend beyond them. It's the same thing with lust, man. This is an animalistic urge, the most powerful, the strongest. And once you can conquer that, you can conquer anything. And I don't want it to seem like I've mastered this, because by all means, I'm very early on in this journey. I'm 19 years old and I'm learning every single day, getting a little better at controlling this energy and redirecting it into myself, into productivity. These past couple days have been monumental. I'm in Hanoi, Vietnam, in the most beautiful scenery, really reconnecting with nature. That's a huge tip. Instead of being on your phone all day, that's when these urges to watch pornography arise. When you're scrolling reels, you're getting thirst trapped thirst trapped every 35 seconds. Now, when you're in nature, your stimulus is a lot more level-headed. You're a lot more grounded and self-aware. Meditation is another big one. Literally move this energy up your spine. I'm telling you, this is like gonna enhance your creativity, your aura, if you will. Like, females will literally find you more attractive just off of a vibration. It's a frequency. No words need to be spoken. When you walk into a room, heads will turn. This new level of confidence will surround you. And I'm speaking from experience, man. At the end of the day, the power is literally inside of you. You just have to learn how to wield it, man. How to use it efficiently. So stop fucking on these hoes, bro. Because that's what you don't understand, is when you're having sex with a girl, you are literally transferring energy with her. You are taking on whatever she already got. So when you're fucking around these dirty-ass, musty-ass, stank-ass hoes, you are taking on their energy as they are taking on yours. So be a lot more considerate and careful with who you're hooking up with. If she's not a high vibrational being, that ain't it. That ain't it, because it's not going to help you transcend as a man. It's going to actually limit you, put you in a negative mindset. I've realized this. Having intimacy with these girls I don't even know, meaningless sex, waking up the next day and having these like negative ass vibes, feeling depressed, feeling this sounds so woo woo, but having thoughts that aren't mine, bro. Like, I've genuinely had sex with a girl and the next day felt completely not myself, having these insanely negative, dark thoughts that feel like not me, bro. I truly believe that you can take on entities through sexual energy. Not an STD. I ain't talking about herpes. I'm talking about demons, my boy. Demons. So lock the fuck in and be a whole lot more strategic with who you're giving your energy to, because that's what it is. You're giving them your energy. Beyond the instant gratification and the validation of, oh, she's sucking my dick. Oh. No, bro. There's so much more out here. There's so much more validation in self-improvement and self-mastery, a never-ending journey that you can always improve on, is becoming a better version of who you are, what you're capable of, your purpose on this planet, bro. Why were you put here? Because I know you're not finding fulfillment in this meaningless sex, bro. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it strokes your ego. But when you wake up the next day, when you bust, how are you really feeling? Be honest with yourself. You're capable of so much more. You're capable of so much more. When you can transcend that animalistic lust and use that energy to re-enhance, to put it back into your growth as a man, that is when you will finally reach your truest potential.